On March 14, 2012, Illinois Appellate Court Justice and candidate for the Illinois Supreme Court, Aurelia Pucinski, held a press conference to refute the slanderous negative mailings directed at her by Personal PAC, the Illinois abortion lobby, which donated over $100,000 to Pucinski's opponent, Mary Jane Tice.
And I tell you what, voters are sick and tired of it. They know what's going on. Real voters, average citizens out there, they see big money in these campaigns, the way the media is manipulated, the way big money manipulates things, the way loyalty is bought, the way seats in Congress are bought, the way seats in the state legislature are bought, and now the way a seat on the Supreme Court is being bought by Personal PAC. I object to that, and I think that every rational voter in Cook County will object to it on election day. Because we know what's going on here. The fix is in. Classic Rahm Emanuel. Classic get on the court, my swing vote. Classic Personal PAC. Send out expensive, glossy brochures at the last minute, which incidentally are not truthful. Are we going to let big money buy a Supreme Court seat in Illinois? That's what it's about, big money and the ethics of it. This is not about women's rights. This is about big money, the fix is in, and whether or not that's ethical. If I get elected, I won't owe anybody anything except the voters who put me there, and that's the way it should be. What we have here now is a classic Rahm Emanuel campaign. Win at all costs for the woman he has called his swing vote on the Supreme Court. Throw big money at it, raised her $1 million, probably $2 by the time this is all over. Do whatever it takes to win his swing vote. Rahm Emanuel calls my opponent his swing vote on the Supreme Court because the city of Chicago and all of its various agencies, commissions, functions is involved in litigation all the time. It's wrong. It's wrong to have asked for the endorsement. That was the first step down the slippery slope, asking for the endorsement. You asked for the endorsement, what did you expect? That Personal PAC was going to sit there and do nothing? You know how they operate. You know how Rahm Emanuel operates. You know how Snyder operates, the campaign operative that's putting all this together. We've seen it before. We know what's going on. Her campaign knows what's going on. Rahm Emanuel knows what's going on. When she submitted that application, she committed herself to take their endorsement. She asked for it. And in asking for that endorsement, she committed herself to these brochures. And these brochures cross the line. And the was voting on Rahm Emanuel's residency case. She lives 141 feet away from them. 141 feet. So, at the very least, she should disclose that to both sides. Oh, by the way, I live 141 feet away. So they could decide whether or not they want to do something about it. Okay. But he's a guy that collects favors. He's a guy who asks for favors and then collects them. And he keeps track of them. Now he's heavily invested in the Supreme Court race. He's heavily invested in it. He's getting his campaign contributors to contribute to her campaign. He walks around with her saying, she's my swing vote. He collects favors. Citizens of Illinois should be very, very afraid. Because when you go to court, you want to know that whoever is sitting there is paying attention to every part of your case, every part of the other case, basing a decision on the law and the facts, nothing else. They didn't seek out special interest endorsements. Didn't seek out special interest money. They don't take big contributions, especially not from law firms, or anybody else on purpose.